Logan, it seemed like in the second inning, you started kind of using the secondary stuff to get ahead of counts, and then using the fastball to put away. I think it was 5 of 6 strikeouts for you today with the fastball. Just was that kind of a conscious decision that you and Garver made starting in that inning, or what was the plan up there?
Yeah, I think that had a lot to do with what Mitch was seeing, maybe. And yeah, we don't usually go to that as much in 2 strikes. It's usually more slider, splitter. So I think it worked in the first inning, and then just kind of rolled with it as probably a different look than what the report on me might be. So just, yeah, mix it up, different look.
Against a team that hits fastballs pretty well, to be able to get them out with your fast stuff. How much of a confidence boost is that for you? Is it you're continuing to see that pay off?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they put some good swings on it. You see that last night on some good fastballs that they can square it up. So that's a good lineup over there, and I always have confidence in my stuff, especially my secondary stuff in 2 strike counts. But I think it's good to see the fastball play and just know we have options. And I thought Mitch did a great job and was really creative back there.
Logan, what do you make of the momentum you guys continue to build coming out of the trade deadline?
Yeah, it's huge. It's so fun watching our lineup. The whole team feels really complete right now, but what we're doing at the plate, it's a really long lineup. It's tough on other teams, and huge sweep here. The bullpen's doing great, so I think we just got a lot going right. There's still a lot of stuff we can get better at and hammer home, but it's been fun to watch.
You mentioned just how good it is to know you have that fastball as an option. The past few starts for you, it's the slider's taking front stage, the curveball's taking front stage splitter, and now the fastball. Just how much of a confidence booster is it for you to kind of go through this last month just with different parts of your arsenal taking center stage?
Yeah, it's nice, different games. I feel like that's what some of the best do, that you can't really box them in too much. They have a lot of different options. So at this point, it's just consistency and trying to do that every game as much as I can, but to have different looks like that, everything feels pretty good, so it's a good spot to be.
Have you considered how much you've evolved from, say, 2 years ago when it was fastball and then everything was built off of that, to where now, as you said, the scouting report might be more splitter slider heavy, and then you can use your fastball as almost a secondary option?
Yeah, it feels like there's a little more game planning ability based on who we're playing or on the day, what pitches are working and what we're going with, where it's not really like a typical sequence. I feel like that they know I'm going to. So it gives us options. It feels pretty good. And a few years ago, I felt like I'd get boxed in a little bit more, do that to myself. And I think we just have different ways to attack hitters now.
Logan, you have more swing and miss to your game this year than ever before, too. How much has that also had a correlation on your pitch count early in games?
Yeah, I think so. There's probably something there. I don't really know. It's fun getting strikeouts, but you also want to go deep in games. So just try to make good pitches and get ahead. And you want to do everything perfect in this game, so it can kind of drive you crazy. But I've kind of gotten to a little better place of just giving myself freedom and just try to make good pitches, and whatever happens. There's only so much you can control out there.
It's got to be a tough balance, because you want the strikeouts, but also you love going deep into games. Leading the league in innings last year. Just what has that been like this year for you in particular?
Yeah, it's been kind of weird, because I feel like I'm trying to do the same things or a similar pitcher, but then if I was going 8 innings every time and getting no strikeouts, I'm sure I would be trying to get strikeouts. So I feel like even if you're doing great in this game, you can always find something that will kind of drive you crazy if you're not doing it perfect. With that said, I still want to always get better and find ways to improve, but there's only so much you can control, so just trying to give us a chance to win.
In a weird way, though, is that kind of situation you're in kind of help the bullpen too? You're not going as deep into games, but you're having these lengthy at-bats and ending them with a strikeout, so the bullpen can kind of see the opposing batter's tendencies a little bit.
Yeah, that makes me feel a little better. I hope so. I want to go as deep as possible and give them a break down there. Fortunately, the other starters are killing it too. They go deep in games. We know what Woo's doing. That's awesome. So trying to go as deep as possible, but there's only so much you can do. It'll happen when it happens, but can't really control it.
teammates didn't give you much love on that comeback, or what? You guys did
Yeah, that was pretty good. I think they were mad at the pickoff, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Kind of evens out, right?
Yeah, yes. I mean, the Gold Glove doesn't win itself. You know?
Yeah, I might have gave that one up today.
Thanks, Logan. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, heck of a ball game today. We talk about effort and pushing through till the end, and our guys did it again today. Incredible effort. We ran up against some pretty good pitching today. Got some chances to score, and in the end, finally taking advantage of it, and just a great job all around. Again, up and down W today. Contributions all over the place. Starting with Logan, giving us the 5 there, I think was big, and we had a chance there with setting up our bullpen in a good spot, and I thought the guys from the bullpen threw the ball very well today. Huge by Kowar there at the end. To be able to prevent them from scoring, that's such a big lift when you're at home. In extra innings, and he did a great job doing that, and all the guys that came in there, I thought threw the ball extremely well. As we talked about, that's a pretty explosive club, and they can strike pretty quickly, and we just weren't letting them do that today. All up and down the lineup from our bullpen guys, and then offensively, obviously Randy with the big blow there, the 2-run homer. I thought he played some great defense in left field too. I thought some really nice catches down there to kind of save the day a couple of different times, and obviously Dom with the big huge hit there in the end to score Gino, and again just a great way to keep the momentum moving forward, and a great sweep. But again, tomorrow it's turnaround and put this series behind us, and we start another one tomorrow.
Dan, how far has Dom come as a hitter since the time you first saw him when he first got traded over here to what you're seeing from him now?
Yeah, I mean, he has. I think the thing that strikes me the most, obviously, is his ability against left-handers at this point, and he has had some really good at-bats against lefties. Today being one of those again, and just a great job being able to get that ball through the hole. That's tough to do in a clutch situation. He was able to do it, and we've seen that time and time again from him. He's not chasing, he's been finding the barrel with a lot of consistency, and that's been the difference, I think, for Dom. And not trying to do too much. We know he's got the pop in there, but he's not out there trying to spin on everything. He's taking what he gets and able to use the other field, and just been a complete hitter more so than what he was before.
What did you see from him in that specific at bat against the lefty through the right side hole, not trying to do too much?
Yeah, again, not trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark. That's not what we needed. Able to get kind of the perfect hit to get through the hole there, and allow Gino to come in and score. Just a great at bat, and those are clutch situations. We were pretty sure they were going to walk Garv. I mean, with 2 lefties behind, and sure enough they did. And Dom just put up a outstanding at bat there to win the ball game. And that's clutch hitting, and not trying to do too much, staying with who you are, and playing to your identity. We've talked about that a lot, but that's what he did in that at bat, and he was able to deliver.
Dan, what's the situation with Josh, and why was he lifted today?
Just a little bit of shoulder soreness, and we're gonna get some answers here and monitor it and see where he's at. I think it's just a day-to-day kind of thing.
Is it similar to what he missed some time, or not missed time? He was bothered by it earlier in the season. Is it similar?
I don't know if it's a similar injury, but we'll just kind of play it day by day here.
Has it been something he's been dealing with since you guys have?
Not since he's been here, no.
Going back to Dom, looking at his number, he chases so much, but he's been making contact more consistently since you guys brought him up in situations like that. How does that kind of help him expand his strike zone so that pitchers are kind of forced to give him the look he's going for when he's at the plate?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things he's been able to do on those pitches that are, especially off the plate away to him, he's been able to stay on it enough. And when he uses the middle of the field, he stays on it long enough to be able to push it through the middle and pick up his hit. And we've seen him do that several times with pitches well off the plate. He stays on it, keeps the bat in the zone, and stays right through it, and is able to get the barrel to it still. So, that's a huge lift when you can do that. Even when you get fooled, that you can keep the bat in the zone, and get the ball right back up the middle.
Dan, were you worried you weren't going to get you had so many opportunities to push across that run, to get the lead? Were you worried you weren't going to get another chance? I mean, your bullpen kind of saved you there in the last.
I think you can look at it a lot of different ways. This team, like we said, fights till the end, and we might have missed an opportunity or two to get a run in, but one of the things these guys have talked about a lot is having each other's backs, and they had each other's back today, and it's impressive. Bullpen able to step up, keep the game right where it was, and allow us to come back there in whatever inning it was, the 11th, and score the winner. So it's that's what's special about the group. They have each other's backs. Today was what they do, and they fought till the end.
And were you getting a little deja vu off the ball on the end of the bat from Dylan in the Houston game a couple weeks back and everything, and how that one played out?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird scenario. Apparently hit the hand first, whatever. But it's just one of those things. It's crazy. This game, you stay in it long enough, you see just about everything, and that was another one.
With Logan, we've seen in his past couple starts just being able to really put guys away with the secondary stuff, whether it be the slider, the changeup, or the splitter. Today, it seemed like around the second inning, he kind of like switched tactics a little bit and started using his secondary stuff to get ahead, and then putting away with the fastball. I think 5 of 6 strikeouts with the fastball. Just what do you see from him today after that second inning specifically?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. This is a team that likes the heater, and to be able to use spin as well as Logan can, is a big advantage. And when you can do that, get ahead with it, and then use the fastball late, you kind of call it pitching backwards a little bit. I thought he did a really nice job. Again, he and Garv, I thought did a great job of sort of engineering that, and unfortunately for him, they got into some deeper counts, and again, we've seen some foul balls and guys kind of battling through, which brought his pitch count up. But for the most part, I thought he had they stayed true to the game plan, and were right on par with where they needed to be.
And Cole gets that bunt down and does what you want him to do there. But knowing that, next half inning you're going to have to bring Demo in, and he's kind of been scuffling, just what went through the thought process of all that to kind of lead to that moment and, how it all played out?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different scenarios that are going through your head in those moments, and we just thought it was a good situation to put ourselves in the best situation to score there. Cole, I thought, did a great job of getting the bunt down again. Not easy to do, and he did it beautifully. And then, we know the guys behind him are going to, hit the ball in the air a lot, but we just weren't able to get it in. That's, that happens from time to time. But I think that's where, the idea of having each other's back jumps in, and that's what they were able to do today. Even though we didn't score there, we're able to keep it to where we needed to, and we're able to strike later.
In addition to Cole getting the bunt down, obviously Miles gets the bunt down later on. His opportunities have been limited somewhat now that you have a more consistent lineup, but he's still able to come in and get that done. What does that tell you about him?
Yeah, left on left, that's not easy to do. Shadows, creeping in, tough time of the day to kind of hit with the background being so bright. I thought Stroh did a great job, and you're right, not getting as many opportunities and being able to deliver there. We talk about little things, and that was a little thing that led to, something big. And, that's in baseball. Typically that's how it happens. Something little happens, and then, it allows something big to happen. And for us, that was, the error, the run score. We tied the game back up and had a chance to win again. But, I thought he did a great job getting to third base. On the steal, and put ourselves in a position to score again. But and again, not being in there as regularly, that takes a lot of courage to do that. And again, he took advantage of an opportunity, and it was great work on Stroh's part.
Is it Josh's right or left shoulder? I don't know.